Hello, class. Today we'll be talking about 11.5, probability with the fundamental counting principle, permutations, and combinations. So basically, this is going to be a combination of 11.1 through 11.4 all together. So let's look at what we're going to be computing. So we could compute probabilities with permutations, and we could compute probabilities with combinations. So for our first problem, it says 6 jokes about books by Marx, Blitzer, Wright, and Youngman, and Seinfeld and Phyllis Diller are each written on one of 6 cards. The cards are placed in a hat and drawn one at a time. What is the probability that a man's joke will be delivered first and a woman's joke delivered last? So let's look at this. So the first thing you want to kind of figure out is the total number. So you're in this. Now, the way you figure out that is we have what? 6 jokes, right? So if we think about it, it'll be what? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Because remember, this is the amount of permutations. Because the first person who got picked is 6 different people who can get chosen for that. Then it's 5 people, then it's 4 people, then it's 3 people, then it's 2 people, then it's 1 people. So when we multiply that using the fundamental counting principle, you should get what? 720. Now we got to figure out the number in the event. All right? So the number in the event is equal to, now we have to write what we have. So we know we still have 6 spots. Now, a woman's joke comes last. Now, it's only one possible way for that to happen because we only have one woman. Now, it says a man's joke becomes first. So we have 5 men. So that'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then when we multiply all that together, we get 120. So now when we look at the probability of this happening, it'll be what? 120 divided by 720. Now, and that reduces to what? 1/6. So remember we talked about permutations and 11.2, and we talked about combination 11.3. So make sure you go back and review those if you had any troubles with those. Now, you want to make sure that if you have any issues with probability or finding the permutations or the combinations, you send me a message, then I can help you out with that. So let's look at another question. Now, this may have been a question that you had problems with on your homework. All right, it says the Powerball is a multi-state lottery played in most U.S. states. It is the first lottery game that to randomly drawn numbers from 2 drums. The game is set up. It's set up that each player chooses 5 different numbers from what? 1 through 59, and 1 Powerball number from 1 through 35. A player wins the jackpot by matching all 5 numbers drawn from the white balls in any order and matching the number of red balls with 1 $2 Powerball ticket. What is the probability of winning the Powerball? So the first thing we need to do is figure out the total number. So the total number, all right. Now let's look at this. So we need to do what? So we have the total number being equal to, it says that we have to do what? We have 59, and we're choosing how many? 5 balls. Then we should multiply that times 35, and we're choosing 1 ball, right? So therefore, when we write this out, if you do 59 choose 5 times 35 choose 1, you should get 175,000 well, 175,223,510. Now, the funny thing is, when we try to figure out the probability of the event, since we only paid one ticket, then the NSE should be just one. So looking at the probability of this happening is 1 out of 175,223,510. Now, when we write that in scientific notation, it's approximately 5.707 times 10 to the what? -9. All right. So if you have any questions about this, make sure you send me a message through Microsoft Teams or you send me an email. Now, it says a club consists of 5 men and 7 women. It says 3 members are selected at random to attend a conference. Find the probability that the group consists of 3 men. So let's look at this. So now to find the total number, which I always like to find first. All right, we have what? So it's 5 men and 7 women. So we have what? 12 total, right? So it'd be 12, choose 3. And that should give you a total number, right? All right, so when you do 12, choose 3, you'll get 220. Now, for those who have forgotten how to do that part, this is nothing but be 12 factorial all over 12 minus 3 factorial over 3 factorial, times 3 factorial. Then you go do that and you should get what? 220. Now, let's look at the number that's in the event. Now, when we do that part, we know we have 5 men and we're choosing 3 of them. So we got 5 choose 3, which is just what? 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. And then when you put that in the calculator, you should get what? 10. Now, finding the probability that this is going to happen, it'll be what? 10 over 220, which equals 1 over 22. And you can just leave it like that. So make sure if you have any questions about 11.5, send me messages. Let me know where you're having issues at. Then I can go over the problems. All right?